Morning, everyone. Josh here, Solopreneur Grind. It is the SG Daily, number 29. For April 1st, first quarter of the year is over. I actually have to do a review of my yearly goals and plans and strategies and all that fun stuff. So I do have that on my to-do list, which is very important. You might notice if you're watching that I'm wearing a sweater. Normally I do this in a t-shirt. But my goodness, Canada is just not giving up on winter yet. So the coffee is still extra hot to keep us warm. Hopefully it warms up. Hopefully you had a good weekend. And what I did over the weekend, well, probably the most interesting thing I did over the weekend, which isn't saying much, is rewrote the landing page for Solopreneur Grind for the Join tab. So if you're on my email list, you'll have probably signed up through the solopreneurgrind.com/join. That's where I try to get to increase the subscribers for the email list. And I wasn't happy with the conversion rates. So if you have a landing page or like an Instagram account or a Facebook group, and maybe you're getting a lot of traffic, you're posting a lot, but you're not getting many conversions, and this obviously applies to sales too, then go back, take a look, and maybe redo the page. So I went back, I redid the page, I gave it a bit of a new layout. I think I want to come off as a little more authentic. I mean, if you listen or watch this, you know that, at least I think you know that my content is pretty authentic, but I didn't think it was coming across in my landing page, right? So it's one thing to put out authentic content, but if you're pushing people to a page that maybe isn't in line with that authenticity, sounds a little too salesy, or it's just, doesn't pitch the features and benefits of your mailing list enough, then they still may not sign up. And so what I wanted to talk about today is how to do that, right? Because a lot of people, I mean, I'm lucky in the sense that through my career, I've had to do a lot of writing, and I just have happened to become very interested in copywriting naturally, almost by extension. And so I've studied it a lot, I've read it a lot. And if you're an entrepreneur or especially a solopreneur and you have to do things like sales and marketing, if you don't do some element of research and learning around copywriting, I think you're handicapping yourself and your business. And the reason for that is because copywriting it's basically the written word. It's sales in the form of the written word, which is so important. The right words you use, how you structure things, the layouts, just psychological triggers and how the human brain works and how to tap into it. I know that might sound a little shady, but that's just the reality. And if you can change a few words or change a page and up, double, triple a conversion rate, then why would you not, right? Especially if you're staying true to yourself. This is all with the caveat of staying true to yourself, true to your business. You're not trying to harm anyone or scam anyone. Excuse me as I take a sip there. So if you are brand new to copywriting, maybe you don't even know what a landing page is. I mean, just think of this as writing where you're trying to get someone to do something, right? You're trying to get them to join your email list. You're trying to get them to follow your Instagram account. So a lot of things that people don't realize is with the prevalence of social media, copywriting is only becoming more important because your social media accounts, that's exhibit A for where you can use copywriting to your advantage, right? So if you look on an Instagram account profile, what do you think the name and the bio can be? There's so much potential for that to be strong copy. I've been consistently testing the copy that I use for my Instagram bio, updating it, trying to see kind of what works and what doesn't. But your Instagram bio is a landing page in and of itself. You can treat it that way. So let's say you have an Instagram account and you have a decent amount of followers, or maybe not even any followers, or maybe a ton of followers, and you're really trying to pitch, or your goal, your ultimate goal is, among other things, to get people to click on the link, right? Because maybe the link leads to a landing page or a product or an email list or something. Then you have to treat all of the text above that link as copy, because there's different ways that you can, how do I say this? Better copy will get more links clicked than poor copy. So if you run an Instagram page and you sell jewelry online and your bio says, I'm John, I live in Denver, I like cats, and I like waking up early in the morning. Sure, I mean, if someone really wants to get to know you personally, they might appreciate that info, but is that going to get them to click on the link, right? Because that's the end goal. Yes, you want to create value. Yes, you want to get followers. Yes, you want to put out good content. But at the end of the day, that link is there for a reason, and you would rather have more people click it than not. So instead, sure, you can make it a little personal. Hey, I'm John. I'm from Denver, and I like cats. We focus on homemade, affordable jewelry. Click the link below to get our free guide to building your own jewelry at home, or whatever the heck it is. Doesn't even matter what. But there's got to be some type of logical flow to that copy. And if there isn't, then you're wasting words, is how I see it. So if you guys have been listening for a while, some of you have been listening or watching for a little bit, you kind of know how my mind works, right? It doesn't stop. And every word or every little opportunity is a room for improvement. So if there is a wasted word, if there is a line that you could use on your Instagram account or on your Pinterest account or in your Facebook group description that you're not putting to good use, I would go back and reconsider what words you have written there or why you don't have any words written there. So if you go in the Solopreneur Grind group, which you should join, the description is used, I think, half decently to describe the group, describe me, and to pitch the email list. Because if ultimately you want people on your email list. So, anyways, you're saying, Josh, what if I don't know any of this stuff? Where do I start? Well, you can always shoot me an email, but there's resources you can use. So like anything, start reading, start learning about it. You can just Google how to get better at copywriting. Some blogs are good, some are bad. The ones at the top are probably going to be pretty good. What I always recommend is there's a few authors you can look into. So, for example, look up Robert Collier, Collier. His book is often touted as one of the greatest on copywriting of all time. If you go on my Instagram, I just finished rereading a book called Hypnotic Writing by Joe Vitale, and that I found really helpful. Just look for the big names. Gary Halbert, Halbert. One of the best free resources for copywriting is go on Google and look up the boron letters Gary Halbert, or just the boron letters. They're the only ones that'll be there, Boron. And Gary wrote 25 letters to his son while he was in prison. I forget what he went to prison for. It was something to do with business, I think. But he wrote these 25 letters to his son. And the first 5 to 10 are kind of more about life. Oh, exercise, and here's how you build relationships and stuff like that. But the other 15 to 20 are all lessons on writing copy. And they're in this free form letter format, and they're really well done. And just reading the letters in and of themselves over and over again will teach you how to write copy. Now, in the copy, he teaches you important aspects that you should know. But just the letters themselves are perfect examples of how to write great copy. And you'll see they're short. Each one, you're saying, 25 letters. Each one is like a page or two. But you'll see how great this guy's writing is. It just flows. He's having a conversation with you in your own head. So that's a great free resource to start on. Anyways, that's it for today. We're getting up to 9 minutes. Geez. If you like this stuff, make sure to subscribe, and check out the new email list, the new landing page, solopreneurgrind.com/join should be in the description. And I will chat with you tomorrow. Have a great week.